Aaron, and I'm from the United Kingdom. Oh, just one person so far. Hello, Saul.
Hello, teacher. I'm doing very well. And how are you, teacher?
Very good, thank you. All good. Saul, where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Peru. I live in Lima. Lima is the capital city of my country.
I know Lima quite well. I've been to Lima a
Really?
couple of times. A great city.
Yeah, you're right.
Nice. Okay, cool. Okay, we have some more people joining. So, Raimundo, hello.
Hello, teacher.
How are you today?
Oh, good. Thank you. And you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. And can you tell everyone where you are from?
Yes, I'm from Mexico, and I live in Coronado, Morelos.
Okay, great. Well done. And let's see if Julio can hear us. Julio, are you there? So Julio Cesar, can you hear me? No. Now, maybe. Julio, can you hear me? Okay, Julio, check your microphone because we cannot hear you speaking. I'll come back to you. Marcos. Hi, Marcos.
Hi, teacher.
How are you today?
Hi. Hi. And you?
I'm very well, thanks. And where are you from?
I'm from Mexico. I live in Cuernavaca, Morelos.
Perfect. Okay. In today's class, then, we are going to talk about meetings and when we meet new people in our normal lives or in our work. Then we are going to listen to a common conversation which happens usually in a work environment when we meet new people. We meet people for the first time. And at the end of the class, we are going to practice making small talk with each other. So we will have lots of speaking practice at the end of the class. By the end of the class, you'll be able to meet a new person and keep a conversation going in English. That's our task. All right, let's see. I'll try one more time with Julio if he can hear us. Julio, are you there?
I don't know. I don't understand.
Okay, nothing to understand yet. Where are you from?
I'm from Mexico.
Okay, great. All right, so let's start. I'll come to Saul first. Saul, when do you usually meet new people in your life? When?
Well, when I when I when I start a new course, maybe, and and in any courses, like in university, maybe, or in an institute where they teach English, or in a restaurant, or in my new job.
Perfect. Okay, nice. And when you meet a new person, what do you usually talk about? What type of things do you talk about?
Well, I think I guess that like most of us, I I always want to know about her profession, about their profession, or about their skills, and obviously about the place where they live. Maybe one of them could be my neighbors, and
Okay.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's good. Nice. So those are some very common topics that usually come up: job, profession, skills, where they live. I like that. Okay, great. Raimundo, where do you usually meet new people, Raimundo?
Usually, I meet a new people at my work, and when I have a new project, I meet new people, and we talk about our career and how resolve this problem.
Perfect.
And
Okay. Go ahead.
that's all.
Great. Okay. Yeah, nice. So you talk about careers, so job-related things. Very good. All right. Julio, when do you meet new people in your life?
Is the same question?
So yeah, when do you meet new people usually? When?
When I arrive a new place, or when I get a park or the
When-
school.
When you go to school?
Yes, when I go to the school, I meet a new people.
Okay, good. And what type of questions do you ask when you meet a new person? Can you give us some questions?
I can hear.
Okay, I'll repeat. What questions do you ask when you meet a new person?
Well, for example, where are you from, or what's your name? How are you? Want to say anything? How are you?
Good. Okay. Yeah, nice. Those are some good questions. So, how old are you? Absolutely.
How are you?
Are you from?
Where are you from?
Perfect. Okay. How are you? Good. Good. Some good questions there. Nice. Let's go to Marcos. Marcos, how often do you usually meet new people?
And new people is and in the co-workers or in the parties.
Nice. That's
we told the project in the job.
okay. So you could say when I do projects in my job.
Then in the project in my job.
Good. And what things do you talk about with new people? What do you usually talk about? Okay, I'm sorry, Marcos, I cannot hear you. Okay, I'm sorry. If you are speaking, Marcos, I can't hear you, so I'm just going to move on to the next person. Hopefully you can hear me. We have a new person who has joined us. That's Jose. Hello, Jose. Jose Victor, are you there?
Hi,
Okay, great. Where are you from?
I'm from Mexico.
Okay. And Jose, in this class at the start, we are talking about meeting new people. How often do you meet new people?
Well, it's not usually. Maybe when I go to a party, maybe.
Okay, nice. You can say it's not that usual.
Okay.
For me, it's not that usual.
It's not that usual.
Okay. When you do meet a new person, what do you usually talk about?
Sorry, I couldn't hear.
Sure. I'm just going to say, Julio, are you there? Julio Cesar,
Yes.
try to mute your microphone. Silence your microphone for us.
How?
There is a button on your screen, mute audio or mute or audio on. It's on the screen. Have a look on the screen. Okay, let's try that again. No, it's still on. Okay, I'm going to mute you. I'm going to mute you, but it means that you cannot speak. Okay, I have muted you. All right, I'm going to come back. Jose, sorry, what topics do you usually talk about when you meet a new person?
With me, are you talking with me, Victor, or who?
Jose, yes.
Okay.
Is your name Jose or Victor?
Victor, please. It's better. for me.
Okay. No problem. Just for you to know, you can also change your name. If you're called Victor, just for you to know after the class, you can change your name to Victor, okay?
Okay, thank you. Well,
welcome. All right.
I talk with random things like I know maybe soccer or some movies,
Perfect.
they're random.
Nice, that's good. You can say, I talk about random things.
Okay, I talk about random things.
Perfect. Okay, very good. All right, we have a good list in the chat of different topics that we sometimes talk about. This is useful because we can use this list at the end of the class when we practice making some small talk. Okay, let's move on. We are going to now listen to introductions at a business meeting. Which things do they talk about that we mentioned at the beginning of this class? So what things do they mention in the audio that we talked about at the beginning of the class? Let's listen this time.
Welcome. So you guys work for Yes. Cool. Yeah. Are you guys based in New York?
No, we're based in and then we have it on Reno.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah.
I know, yeah. But Reno is pretty cool.
Is it? That's where is that where the witch room?
Exactly. Yeah.
You guys have like a satellite office here? Is that what you're
No, we're just here. I'm from here. We're visiting and we're yeah. It's been really nice. It was nice because the first season.
Yeah. So smart. Yeah. But not that like
I know, like right now,
pretty soon.
Okay, so I understand the audio. It's a little difficult to hear, but that's normal. We don't always have perfect audio when we are listening in real life either. So let's just try. I understand the quality. It's not great. Okay, so we'll come to Raimundo to start. Raimundo, what topics did they talk about that we mentioned at the start? Could you hear any?
Yes, about the meet and new people. And the audio.
And what did they
there
talk
are
about?
greetings.
And what things did they talk about in the audio?
I can hear you very well. his audio.
So, you didn't hear the audio? That's fine. I understand. The audio is not great. Let's bit of noise on the line. Let's listen again to the audio. This time, I'll share my screen with everyone so you can also see the text. So we can read and listen at the same time. Maybe that would be better. Okay, so same question. What things do they talk about in their conversation? Let's listen.
Welcome. So you guys work for
Yes.
Oh. Are you guys based in New York?
No, we're based in and then we have an office in
Oh, lucky you.
Oh, yes.
Oh, well, yeah.
I know, yeah. But Reno is pretty cold, yeah, so.
Oh, really? Is it? That's where is that where the winter?
Exactly.
You guys have like a satellite office here? Is that why you're?
No, we're just.
Oh, okay.
We're just. My second time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it was nice because the first two.
Yeah. Like there won't be a blizzard this weekend. It's more snow.
It's just snow again.
Yeah, it's going to snow this weekend. Yeah, cool. But not that much. Okay,
Like right now.
Back. Remember topics, what things do they talk about? Hello, Raimundo, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, go ahead.
I can hear the ask.
Didn't hear the question?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Did you hear the question?
No.
Okay, so you can say, I didn't hear the question. Yeah? This is what you can
What,
say.
what is the
You-
question?
Exactly, I didn't. The question, very good. Okay, so the question is the same question. What topics they talk about in the conversation? What do they talk about?
About meet and new people. And I don't understand the final about the text.
Okay, that's fine. Let's see if we can get some help from other people. Dowell, what things do they talk about in the conversation?
Well, just can hear that they are talking about where each of they live and
Very good.
where they work and why they prefer to live in one or another city. And after that, they told that about the weather as well.
Very good. Okay, that's the key. Well done. So they talk about where they live, where they work, why they work where they do, and they also talk about the weather, which is a very common topic to talk about as well. Okay, very good. Great. Let's take a closer look at the text. So here, Anna says, I'm going to grab my water. Marcos, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. So will Anna be a long time or a short time getting her water?
A long time.
Well, in this case, she says, I'm going to grab my water. So this means she will be a short time. She's going to do it quickly.
Sometime.
I'm going to grab my water. This means I'm going to do it quickly, so a short time.
Okay.
All right, yeah. If you grab something, you do it very quickly. Okay, let's move a little bit further down. Let's see if Julio can hear us. Julio, this next question is for you. We're going to move down a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. This question. Okay. So Mary says, you guys have like a satellite office here. Is a satellite office the main big office, or is it a smaller office connected to the big office?
Satellite office.
What do you think? A main office or a small office?
I think
Satellite office.
that is a big office.
Okay. Actually, in this case, a satellite office is a smaller office which is connected to a main office.
Satellite office.
Let's take a look at that. Office that is part of a larger organization and is away in a different place to the main office. So it's connected to the main office. So it's actually a satellite office is a smaller office. Let's put that in the chat for everyone to see.
Oh, okay.
All right. All right, let's move a little bit further down. Okay, so these are all the questions that I have. Does anyone have any questions about the conversation? Any questions? Does anyone have any questions about any words or phrases which are used in the conversation? Nope. Okay, if there are no questions, we are going to practice making a small talk and a conversation like this ourselves. So, introduce yourself if you are at a party or a networking event, and have a short, polite conversation with your partner. Remember that you can make questions to them to continue the conversation. Some of the questions we talked about at the start of the class. So let's begin with Saul and Marcos, please. Saul and Marcos, go ahead. Say hello to each other.
Hello, Marcos. Can you hear me?
Hello, Saul. Yes.
Nice to meet you, Marcos. And Marcos, I would like to know, where do you know new people?
Where do you meet new people?
Yeah, I meant that. Sorry. When do you meet new people?
New people. No. New. Well. My office. My job. I have tools about problems my working or
and I'll stop you there, Marcos. I'll stop you there. So remember, this is the first conversation that you have with someone. Remember that we would we wouldn't talk about ourselves a long time. We might ask lots of questions to each other. So try a question, Marcos, for Saul.
Okay, Saul, what is meet new people?
Okay. This is not a common question. I'll stop this conversation here. Remember, we talked about meeting new people at the start of the class. Common questions were, where are you from? Where do you live now? What is your job? Or maybe about the weather. Remember the first time you meet someone. Okay, so I'll stop that conversation there. Well done. We're short on time, so I'm going to bring in Raimundo and Victor and Raimundo. Can you begin a conversation for the first time?
Yes. Yes. Hello, Jose. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
I'm very well, thanks.
So where are you from?
I'm from Mexico. And you?
From Mexico too. So where do you live?
I live in Cuernavaca, Morelos.
Cuernavaca. So how is Cuernavaca nowadays?
Can you repeat?
How is Cuernavaca nowadays?
The weather is sunny. It's a little bit hot, but it's good.
So now all the people are preparing for the vacations and all the tourists?
Yes, the highway is very with a lot of people. And tell me, what do you do for a living?
Sorry, can you repeat me the question, please?
What do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm working as a quality analyst in a company that makes bottles, pet bottles.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, good. I'll stop you there. Just because of time at the end of the class, but that was perfect. Really nice, natural conversation. One thing to remember, you said, can you repeat me the question? You can say, can you repeat the question for me?
Okay.
Good.
All right. I'll put that in the chat for everyone. Can you repeat question for me? But apart from that, really good. Well done. Okay, I'm going to ask if Saul, can you have another conversation with Julio? I'll bring Julio back in. So you are meeting for the first time at a party or a networking event. Go ahead.
Hello, Julio.
Hello.
Hey, Julio. How are you?
I feel so good. I have a great week. And you?
And I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking. And where do you live, Julio?
I live in Tabasco. And you? And you?
Well, I'm from Peru. I live here in Lima. Lima is the capital city of my country. And I would like to know, what is the weather like in your city, Julio?
I can hear.
I wanted to know what is the weather. What is the weather in your city like?
In my city, the weather is how tropical is very hot for the moments, and other moments is very wet.
Really? And
it's
what about
very random. One day can raining all day, and the next day we have a day. Is very random the climate in my state.
Good. I'll stop you there. I'm very sorry, just because of time at the end. Very good. Two small things. You said I have a great week. Remember, you would say, I have had a good week, because we're talking about the past. I have had a good week.
Yes.
And then you can use this lovely phrase, at moments it's something, at other moments it's something else. It's more common to say at times. At times it's really hot, but at other times it rains. That's the more common phrase. At times something, and at other times something else. Very good. Okay, well done. Very quickly at the end. Raimundo, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. Let's do this very quickly. Raimundo, tell me, where are you from?
I'm from Mexico.
Okay, and whereabouts do you live?
What, you repeat the question for me?
Of course, whereabouts do you live? This means where.
What is what about the meaning?
It means where. Be more specific. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't hear you, Raimundo. So if you are here, whereabouts for everyone means, tell me where specifically do you live? For example, I live in the United Kingdom. Ah, whereabouts? Wales. Ah, okay, whereabouts? In Cardiff, the capital city. It's a very common way to ask someone to be more specific. Okay, we've run out of time at the end of the class. Well done, everyone. Well spoken. In today's class, at the start, we talked a little bit about when we meet new people. We then listened to a common conversation in a workplace where you meet, introduce yourself. And at the end of the class, we practiced this conversation, often called small talk, where you talk about simple topics. Where are you from? Where do you live? What's the weather like? Probably the most common conversation in English. Thanks, everyone, for coming. Sorry we're late finishing. Have a nice day.
Sure, bye.